Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news from geeks like you. If you're new to our show, we cover the geek news beat and we share our opinions with that news as well. I'm your host, Chuck, and with me we have Randy. What's up, Randy?
Yo, what's up, GeekBeast? Chuck, man, come on. What are we talking about tonight?
It's Monday, so we're kicking off the dust today. The first things first, hunt for a Lord of the Rings One Ring grossly inflates cost of Magic booster boxes. So in March, Magic the Gathering publisher Wizards of the Coast announced a splashy promotion to support its first set of cards based on J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. A singular card representing the One Ring has been hidden among thousands of packs of cards. The promotion encourages at least one reseller to place a multi-million-dollar bounty on that card as of Friday. Launch day for the Lord of the Rings Tales of the Middle Earth boxes of cards are selling for a whopping $518. They were $12.99, Randy, and it's $518.
So I gotta turn this. I gotta confer with our technical director because I know he's a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Rodney, are you shelling out $500 for the potential to get one of these cards, or just to have these cards?
Just one card. Everybody's going for the One Ring.
I mean, I was thinking about that today. I was like, I was driving my mom around today. I was thinking about running by one of the card stores just to see, and I was thinking about it. It's like the parallels between the ring in the story and this is basically crazy, because basically whoever gets this is going to turn into Gollum and they're going to hide. they're gonna hide in like a cave and basically, not show up until because it's gonna be worth millions. It's like searching for a lottery ticket. But am I gonna spend $500 for it? No, I'm not gonna spend $500 for it. If
12.99.
I had crazy, FU money, maybe. But even then, it's like, who cares? If I had FU money, I wouldn't even try for it, right? Who cares? But yeah, I would not. I think the only reason why people are buying exactly that is that they're trying to become a millionaire.
It's that one ring box. That one ring box. Multi-millionaire if you get that one ring.
It reminds me though a little bit of comics in the early 90s where people were just buying comics to collect them with the thoughts that if I save them or hold on to them for a while, they'll be worth a whole lot more money in the future. So the kind of rush is just out there to doing it, and the more people that wants to do it, the more that escalates the price.
Yeah. Yeah. But the issue is this. There's only one ring. You know how many packs they probably have out there? How many packs they printed this thing? Do we have a finite number on how many packs they put out? Say they put out 100,000 packs. So people are gonna buy those packs until they find that one ring card.
And most of them,
And the person that's gonna have is probably not gonna say anything.
it ain't no way you're gonna know about it.
Yep. I wouldn't say anything. I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to this for a couple of years.
Yep.
What happens?
Yep. But I guess it is based on the market. Like, what are people willing to pay for that car?
Well, according to this one, it went down a little bit. It's $443.
It's $443 right now.
It's $443, not $519 in the article. So it went down a little bit. So a little bit of discount there.
Who say it's the same in a year or worth less or more? So I mean, it's market value driven, but
yeah. But the person who gets that one card is going to sit on it. I wouldn't sell it. I put it in a case, and then I'll sell it to what's his name, Jake Paul, for his next fight for a couple of $1 million.
Oh, Jake, because what was it? He bought a fake, was it Pokemon?
Yeah, it's a Charizard card. Yeah.
Okay, it was something, yeah. He paid like $1 million for it, and come to find out it was fake. Yeah. So, but I would say he's a Paul brother. He's not smart, but that wouldn't be true because they're savvy as hell.
Yeah. The next article we got, Pixar is back in it. They're like, Element didn't do well, but we're back here to do it again. And so Pixar's newest movie, Elio, is an intergalactic adventure that totally has Lilo and Stitch vibes in reverse. Instead of a misfit little alien crash landing on Earth, an over-imaginative young boy gets beamed up to a big alien field conference gathering after he's mistaken for Earth's leader.
Interesting. So I thought you were talking about Elementals because Elemental it had like a rise. It did a lot better the second week than it did the first week.
I can imagine that.
So people were saying that maybe it's on a rebound. Then you thought this up, but man, Pixar has a rich history and great storytelling. So this is a studio that I'm not going to count out. The last couple of outings haven't been very strong, but I'm not counting Pixar out.
I thought they were good. I like Think Strange World is a Pixar one, right? Is that Disney?
I thought Strange World was Pixar and it didn't do that well. And then
Lightyear, I thought was okay.
I haven't seen it, but everybody I heard thought it was not.
I liked it. It wasn't Toy Story. It wasn't about toys. It was about an actual person, Lightyear.
And it didn't do well at the box office.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean it's not a good film. It just didn't do well at the box.
Yeah,
office.
I mean,
this is probably really confusing to a lot of people, right?
It was to me. I was like,
just the whole concept of it, right?
Yeah, it's not the story of Buzz Lightyear the toy. It's Buzz Lightyear.
But you're the guy who Buzz the toy was based on. And while they had to explain that, right? It wasn't intuitive when they were first promoting. And I was just like, why they got Chris Hemsworth? Why didn't they just get? I don't know. It was confusing to me.
Yeah, that's why I thought Strange World was. I thought it was good. I was like, okay, Strange World is okay.
It was
No,
a
it's
colossal.
Walt Disney. It was under
Oh,
Walt
it was
Disney.
Disney. Okay, I'm about to say, but it was a colossal failure. It stayed in
I
theater.
thought that was good. I thought Strange World was good.
It did not do well. And every movie doesn't do well commercially. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Just didn't do
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Like the
yeah.
Flash is superhero movie of all time. It's just not. I'm joking. I'm joking. Move on. Move on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because it doesn't do well commercially doesn't mean that. We act like the audience is smart, and now the audience has a lot more entertainment to look at. People rather look at their phones than go to the movie theater.
I think a lot of younger people rather look at their phones than go to movie theaters. So
Hell,
that
my mom would rather look at her phone than go to the movie theater.
it's interesting you bring that up because the writers are on strike now, and the SAG voted to authorize a strike. I don't think they've actually gone on it yet, but more than likely they're going to strike too. If lots of projects stop being made, people are already acclimated to looking at their phone to get a good portion of their entertainment. Like
Nope.
if it goes away for too long, like it might not come back.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna come
Back
back.
in the way that we know it, right?
I don't
High
think.
price, complicated storytelling, it might not come back, and people would just be entertained by their phones. It was interesting. The BET Awards were this week, and they were talking about. They were saying some of the songs, like nobody was really dancing to it. They only know like the 15 seconds that there is a TikTok video made off of
Yeah,
it, right? They
yeah,
don't know that entire song. They
yeah.
moved to that part, and that's it. Like then they contrasted with the older artists that performed, and like they were rocking it the whole length. But like nowadays, kids ain't like
It's 15 seconds.
yeah, I ain't
And
got 3 minutes to spend on no song. I'm not gonna sit, and my daughter does it. So a couple of months ago, she was talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's like, you want to watch it, and so I'm excited, right? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna watch it together. Man, she would see the scene she wanted, and then she would fast forward, and she's like, I don't want to see the whole thing. I just want to see the parts that I watched on clips on YouTube. I'm like, what's the point? So we couldn't even watch it together because
that is hilarious.
watch like
I'm laughing at
45.
that.
She would
I
watch
will be
45
angry.
seconds. And then she would press the remote to go to like to skip the scenes. And I'm like, no. So yeah.
My nephews said something very similar. I don't think, I think they've seen them now, but most of the Lord of the Rings movies, they already knew the plot based on just like YouTube clips and memes. They said, yeah, you know, and so like, yeah, I mean, they finally watched all three movies, but they already knew based on like memes and YouTube clips. Yeah.
Did y'all know that a lot of kids don't know what their artists that make the songs look like? They have no idea what they look like.
They just do the YouTube.
They
I mean,
they see the TikTok dances and they see the Instagram dances and they see people making videos of the song. They don't even know the name of the artist. Like the song that does this, da, 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 and they'll say it, and it's like, you know the artist name? They're like, no.
yeah. They were talking about it. Ryan Davis, the comedian's got a whole like clip talking about it. Yeah, it's like, yeah, they know that part of the dance. So it's gonna be interesting, man. The future it's going to be
We're interesting times.
you know.
It is what it is. This is the world we built.
Hey.
You know, your kids see 15-minute clips,
Not even 15-minute clips, like
15-second clips.
like 5-minute clips, stuff like that. And then a little dance. They don't listen to a 2-minute song. They see her like a 15-second snippet.
I think that was the problem with Quibi. Quibi was busy trying to make TV shows in 2-minute clips, and they should have thought about making 2-minute clip TV shows where you get everything you want in 2 minutes and you go to the next one. And I see it. I see it in like the side men. Their clips. They have a whole entire episode where they run it. You can watch it for 45 minutes, but everybody knows them from their 2-minute clips. Usually revolving around Philly and Chunks, two of the guys.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. That is the thing. So Warner Brothers signs deal for AI driven film management system.
Yeah.
I think this is man, I talked about this all the time. Me and Khalif from Spawn on You, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago at GDC. There needs to be AI software management system. AI driven software management
I
system.
thought that was the whole point. Like that's actually a big contention point in the writer's strike is the development of AI. So I think that's definitely coming if it's not already here, and it's just going to get more entrenched and more advanced.
The Funk says Space Jam 2 was a documentary.
Facts.
It kind of is. It's kind
Like
of
I said, Terminator it's a documentary.
The movie division has signed a deal with Synalytic to use the latter's AI-driven project management system that was launched last year. Under the new deal, Warner Brothers will leverage the system's comprehensive data and predictive analytics to guide decision making at the green light stage. That's scary, but not scary because Netflix does it and other companies do it where they take the analytics and they let AI devour it and come up with insights, and then they review the insights. And sometimes you hire data scientists to make changes to the insights when the AI is not specifically correct.
But that was the strength of Netflix. Like a lot of people thought it was the content. Like, nah, the strength of Netflix was it has your data and your viewing habits and all of that information. And then it makes shows based on what's popular or what you. It's a reason it recommends things for you, right?
Recommend shows based on because of your taste market.
Right. How long did you watch it? When did you stop? When did you pause it? When did you rewind it? All of those things. Yeah.
You know, artificial intelligence sounds scary, but right now an AI cannot make any creative decisions.
Shit.
They don't make the creative decisions right now. They don't.
Right now.
Yeah, but that's
isn't this kind of what Netflix was doing with their machine learning? Like they were using the algorithm to base decisions on what shows to greenlight and what shows to develop.
Yeah, they've done this. Yeah, yeah.
They use the algorithm, right?
They they
Machine
act-
learning.
they actually update the scripts as well, like script updates based on word usage, what words resonate, what words don't. So they'll to change and put the synonyms in. Randy, we can't hear you.
Y'all not hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Huh, interesting. The audio keeps doing that. But yeah, like that's what they do. They base it on like if you rewind it, like do people rewind it? Do they want to see this scene again? How far do they get into it when they watch it? Yeah, it's all part of that. Yeah, it's all a part of the algorithm.
Yeah, yeah. See how far people get. What words turn people off? What words turn people on?
Yeah.
And we're seeing that right now. Like there's multiple versions of Across the Spider-Verse, right? And I'm pretty sure if Sony was doing their due diligence, they are probably analyzing which one resonates the best. Speaking of Warner Brothers Discovery, is reported looking to sell off half of its film and TV music catalog.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Emma, didn't we say we called it like an Amazon is probably going to be the buyer? Because it has several properties. They let the Batman show go there. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. Warner Brothers Discovery is hoping to secure about a $500 million by selling off the rights to slightly less than half of its movie and TV music catalog for a record label. Though it hasn't been reported exactly which songs from which shows and films Warner Brothers Discovery is ready to part ways with, but Sony is said to be on the front running list. So it's the music.
It's the music. I was about to say, okay, when you were saying it's the music from the film
music catalog. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was about to say 500 million seems kind of low for.
They're going to end up selling it. David Zaslav has been in the news a lot lately. People are questioning his ability to be a great leader for a company.
I mean, I question it every day.
I just want to know how these people get in their positions. Like, how do they make their way all the way up to the top? Like nobody stops them. Nobody.
your uncle's the head of something, it's kind of hard to do it. You should have been born with better uncles and aunties, Chuck. That's what it is. You should have been born with them.
But somebody there, somebody's in the middle ranks when you're rising to the top of the ranks. Saying, are y'all really going to pick this idiot?
Oh, you've been that fortunate in your whole life that everybody at the companies that have been above you and have risen have been all
No,
supreme qualified.
no. That's what I'm saying. But still, I mean, there's unqualified and there's super unqualified. Like
Is
he
there? Is there?
has to be somebody right below him that's like, I'm more qualified than this guy.
What does that mean that they say that?
That's true. That's true. That's true.
You ain't never went to work be like, what? What did you just say?
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Unfortunately,
The president of the damn United States, people were saying, like, how did he get here?
right. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, I get what you're saying, but
Spielberg, Scorsese, P.T. Anderson had to take Zavlov out back for talking to about Turner Classic Movie.
Did they?
Yeah. He's known for fucking up that company.
Yeah, but like, what are they gonna do? Well, I mean, some of them might have a
They are the help. They are the help.
hell. That's what I'm saying. They're the hell.
They are the help.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Did they really? They don't. I mean, our community's the only one that does that. They're like, go sit down somewhere, Steven.
That's true.
Steve.
That's true. They are the help.
This is grown folks conversation.
Yep.
Go play with your camera, Steve.
Nobody's they call it Kathleen Kennedy, but they stopping her. Ain't nobody
Exactly. Yeah. They're like, yeah.
right.
They give them a little. They be like, go play with your camera, Steve. While the adults talk about how to make some money. Yeah, like I don't know if I believe that they took him out back and did anything.
They may have taken him out back to do some stuff.
And he looked at him.
He may have just looked at him.
Yeah, so maybe.
Now, Dumb Money first trailer has us rooting for amateur Reddit investors. So they had the Reddit movie. I swear we're making movies about tech companies. It's crazy. And so Dumb Money, directed by Craig Gillespie of Tanya, Cruella. Dumb Money's dramatization, a retelling of a bunch of amateur investors on the Wall Street Bets subreddit, intentionally inflating struggling GameStop stocks to screw over the hedge funds who were shortening it while getting rich at the same time.
Yeah, that story wasn't that long ago, right?
Was it? No, it was during the pandemic.
Yeah, I remember that.
But this is a whole movie about it. I think there's been other documentaries as well, but the whole thing is like, did you see the trailer for it? Like they're like, yo, let's fuck over the hedge funds that are short.
When it was happening, I knew for a fact they were gonna make a movie out of it. It was just so crazy. Right? Well, it needs to be made into a movie. It's just, I bet you there's probably 2 other movies being made into it, right? It's crazy. It's crazy.
That and Dogecoin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was all the rage, that story. I remember it sent stocks tumbling when it announced how people were manipulating the stock, to screw Wall Street because it had been screwing people for so long to help out like GameStop. Yeah, I remember that.
Wall Street screws over everybody.
That's what, yeah. And that's why a lot of people are like, yeah. So
it's
what?
so funny to see companies like, oh, we gotta do this for the investors. You're doing this for like 5 people that handle the money of investors and not the actual investors, because the actual investors don't give a shit what's going on as long as they're making money.
Yeah, I think it was pretty interesting too, because they did try to bankrupt these hedge funds, and I think some of them actually went down. I mean, at the height of it, they even suspended trading on like Robinhood. You couldn't even do anything.
Yep. They wouldn't let them do it.
They wouldn't let them do anything, and it was just like, yo, it was nuts. Still is kind of nuts, but
Wall Street manipulating the market is okay, but when
Yeah.
actual humans,
That was the whole story when it was going on.
it's
Yeah.
a problem. Yeah, yeah.
Robin Hood was a specific thing because they wouldn't let people sell the stock when it had hit so low. Yeah, I remember that.
So another news that's coming that should have invested in is Roblox. So Roblox is allowing exclusive experiences for people 17 and older. And the thing is this, right? They just realized their audience has grown. Like, this is our audience. They're grown ups. They're kids. They're grown up now. And we got to look out for these kids. So Roblox has been signaling that it wants to be more than a gaming platform for children. Today, the company is making another push in the direction by letting its creators make experiences specifically for people who are 17 and older. Because they realize these kids are growing up and leaving the platform. So they're like, what can we do to keep them?
Okay.
I'm not mad at them for that.
Either. It's smart.
They said more romantic things are permitted, but nudity and content that depicts sexual activity or seeks real world romantic relationships is not. So it's going to be Sims without the sex.
Okay.
It's going to be very interesting. I wish I had put money in Roblox. Who would have thought this would have worked?
Yeah,
Kids
absolutely.
love it. Kids love Roblox.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I got no problem with that.
This is interesting news. The Funk put this story. McDonald's released a brand new Game Boy Color game for Grimace's birthday.
Like it.
Do kids even buy Game Boys? Do they even know what that is? So McDonald's has released a Game Boy Color game in honor of Grimace's 52nd birthday called, well, Grimace's Birthday. That's kind of dope. I kind of want one. Cruel Toys, who developed Grimace's Birthday, launched the game on its own platform, and you can play it right now on your browser or on your phone. If you still have a Game Boy Color lying around somewhere in your house, you can also download the ROM file for it, since it was designed to run on 25-year-old hardware. That's dope.
I like it.
You have to help Grimace collect 40 milkshakes through 4 levels of the game and reach the goal before time runs out. The first 2 levels see the purple mascot skateboarding while he's running around barefoot in the last 2 levels.
Do kids know who Grimace is?
I don't know.
My daughter doesn't know who Grimace is. She's never seen like Grimace commercials.
Do kids know who all the characters are, or they just know who Ronald?
Yeah, I don't even know if they know who Ronald McDonald is.
Have they ever seen a McDonald's commercial with the characters?
Right. I don't like Hamburglar, Ronald, all of them. I don't think they know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting to me. Like, so maybe they're actually appealing, and it's on an old system with, it's an old system, old characters. Maybe the audience for this isn't kids.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think it's for people that know what Game Boy Color is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only adults. Kids don't know what a Game Boy is. They don't have a Game Boy. They have a Switch.
Yeah, why would they? Why would they? Why would they want to know that?
They wouldn't. So I don't think it's for them. Like Game Boy Color. Like, what the hell is a Game Boy? And why would you genderize a game machine?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all kind of things is bad for kids. I think this
like, why would you gender it? Why would you gender a game machine?
I don't know what it is. I don't know who these characters are. They don't even have clowns anymore. They barely have the circus any. I don't think they have the circus like that anymore. Kids don't go to the circus.
That's interesting you say that.
Yeah, kids. No, I remember they were talking about, it was an NPR article talking about all the clown colleges that were closing because younger kids don't go to the circus. Why the hell would you go to the circus when you got fucking Marvel, or like you got all these options now? Like we just talked about, they don't like watching full movies, so now I'm gonna go to a full circus.
That's true, but a circus show's what, about an hour and a half, maybe.
They won't listen to a 2-minute song.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I remember the popularity.
Y'all need to do better by these kids. These kids they don't read anything, they don't write anything. But we are totally an idiocracy. The next generation is idiocracy.
went down real. They closed because they were NPR did a story about it. They had closed down a lot of clown colleges. It's like,
Clown colleges are closing. People
yeah,
can't clown no more. But
yeah.
AI is gonna be the clowns. Jesus. Like kids have never seen a comedic set before.
Yo, when you say comedic set, are we talking like
The
what?
whole entire show of one comedian, 47 minutes. They have never seen Raw, Delirious, nothing like
All
that.
of that's too offensive, and the reason I asked that is because like all of that's too offensive. Now you can't tell.
I'm talking about just the length of it.
Yeah,
They have never watched they're like
right,
Kevin has whole entire shows.
right. Oh
They
yeah,
had no idea that Kevin Hart's done they don't understand stand up is longer than 5 minutes.
yeah.
The comedian gets up there for 5 minutes and walks off the stage. No, the comedian's up there 45 minutes.
And that's the way they chop it up. You see the little the clips. Well, that's Andrew Schultz built his career on that. He was one of the first people to do that. He would take like specials and he just do like minute stories, 2 minute stories, and he became more and more popular. That was his original claim to fame.
That's how Matt Rife does it.
Right, right. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
And they do crowd work. They don't even tell jokes no more. They just talk to the crowd. Like, damn, this is where it's turned into. I want to talk to the crowd. I could do this.
Right. So they don't know. Well, there's veteran comedians that complain about that. They say,
The Funk said the best thing ever.
what's that?
Oh man. First of all, let's at the McDonald's. The last I remember them bringing them back was the Cactus Jack Adult Happy Meal. So they did do Cactus Jack. They did do Travis Scott's Happy Meal,
Mm-hmm.
which was a burger with barbecue sauce on it.
And they have specials. We just got through talking about the Miles burger for Burger King,
for Burger King, yes.
but like Ronald McDonald, Hamburglar, and Grimace, I don't know, they know who that is.
They had no idea. But they knew who Cactus Jack is, though. Kids know who Cactus Jack is. They know Travis Scott. Pranksters on TikTok are the modern clowns.
Yeah.
They are. They are.
Yeah.
Until they get shot. Until they get shot. And I find that more funny than anything else. You can't be messing with people when they're shopping.
Yeah, man.
Especially, or messing with people on the street you don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's the way that kids or younger people are entertained. They don't want to sit and wait for a joke and a punchline or an intricate story or something complicated. They want pranks.
Mm-hmm. But pranks have always been big. You know, we did create the Jackass.
Yeah,
we did create Jackass.
Levels to it. Like there was a difference between Jackass and what Chris Rock did, or Dave Chappelle did, or Jerry Seinfeld, or Eddie Murphy, popular comedian. There was a difference. We look at one as being base, right? You know, oh, that's just fun. That's just silly. But then we looked at like there's an art to stand up, and you know, I don't think that art is there anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
Kids don't want to, as you said, they've never listened to a whole hour special. And we just named multiple comedians that are popular. Matt Rife is popular.
Super popular. Super popular.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz is popular, right?
Very popular.
Yeah, and so they did their content was in like short spurts.
Because nobody wanted to grab them. Nobody thought they would be able to make it.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
You know, Akash, all of them do just online. They're good at it.
Yep. So, you know, and it's money.
More money.
Yeah, there's money in it. I mean, I don't necessarily think he's the funniest, but like Country Wayne, like he's another. He's divided up into shorts and little skits and things like that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the world is going to be different 10 years.
It's gonna be like 5-second things. We're gonna laugh in 5 seconds.
Right.
Every songs had gone back to what they originally were, because songs back in the 50s and 60s up to the 70s there were like 8 songs on an album. They were all like 2 to 3 minutes long. Like blues, your average blues song is like 3 minutes.
But the thing is, there's just so much content. A song or a movie or a special, it doesn't have time to just sit, right?
You don't live with it.
You don't live with it because there's something right around the corner. Like I just think about it. And I mean, I know whatever controversy he is now, but when Chris Rock dropped Bigger and Blacker, it sat with you for like a year. Like all those jokes people were telling, you were at school, you were talking about them, all those things. Now you drop a comedy special, you might get what? A day? You might get a day, maybe. And then it's something else on. If it ain't nothing but a TikTok dance or a prank video.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. That's just where we are.
it's just where we
It
are.
happens.
Yep. Yep. It's the evolution thing. It is what it is.
Yeah. The future is going to be very interesting.
It is. But that's what they said about everything. That's what they said about rock and roll. That's what they said about hip hop. That's what they said about movies that could talk. There are people who were literally like, these talking movies, that shit ain't never gonna make it. It's just a fad.
No, I think everything's going to make it. I think what we
No,
see.
but what I'm saying is it
People
all
do
makes
that.
it, but that's what they were saying at the time when
Thought movies weren't going to make it at all. They
people
thought
didn't think movies were going to make it. People thought sound in movies would be a bad thing.
people saw the
Color
motion, saw a train coming on the screen, and they ran out the theater.
in
Theater.
It's a documentary that talked about that they thought the television business was going to ruin the movie business because why would people go out to the movies if they had it in their home?
True. I think movies are here to stay because people watch movies. People still do watch them. How they watch them is going to be different.
That's it. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's just going to be different. People been claiming the demise of everything every time.
There's 95-inch screens in my house. Why the hell do I need to go to a theater when I can have the luxury in my house with a sound system that rivals movie theaters?
I still think people like to get out of the house.
People do like getting out of the house, but I think it's going to be people get out of the house for different things and just go to the get out of the house to go into another building.
I still think the ideal of a dinner and a date, a movie, dinner and a movie is still going to be a popular thing.
Maybe. Maybe.
Like people didn't think when movies, like you talk about the movie business, Broadway thought, who the hell is going to go into a room and watch something that's recorded when they can come see live action? Broadway, literally, these were thoughts that Broadway had.
But I think that they're going to be threatened because people will won't go see theater anymore.
And but people still go see theater. It's not in the same capacity, but they still go see.
Yeah. There is a dedicated audience for it.
Imagine the first time there was a record, you could actually record music. Before, people used to go to the town square and hear the local band play.
Yeah.
And we got technology. We said, oh, we can record it. Like, what? That takes away from it. Like, no.
Yeah.
Just adapted to it.
Yeah. And now we have Beyonce who can perform in an arena of 60,000 people. She ain't making nobody faint like Michael Jackson, but she got 60,000 people coming out for her.
You get 60,000 people to pay what, like $300 average? You doing something in your life?
You are. That's amazing. To hear you sing.
You doing something. You're made some sort of connection. I don't know if it's good or not, but you made some sort of connection. Because I can't draw 60,000 people that don't average. No, I'm gonna say the basement price is $300.
$300, yep.
Basement, that ain't the average. The average is more like probably like $700-800.
And she'll do it. She'll go sell out SoFi in a minute.
Man, you won't even think about it.
My bad. They have to have multiple shows.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. People are drawn to other people that are just charismatic that way. With that being said, anything you're gonna share with the audience out here?
Oh man, I'm good. This
okay. There's no show on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys, for y'all tuning in. Shows are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We have a show on Wednesday. We do not have Binge Worthy this Wednesday, for Silo doesn't finish up to Friday. So we have to figure out when we'll probably do that show the following week.
July 5th is when it's scheduled.
Yeah.
Which so after your 4th of July holiday.
Yeah, come
back and watch hear us review Silo.
Yeah. Shout out to Digital Click for always helping us with our marketing needs. If you have marketing needs, hit up Digital Click, DIGITAL CLIQ. So hit them up.
You look dope.
And shout out to Rodney and for always doing the technical production for us and throwing up the stories on the screen for us. And shout out to the Funk for curating all our stories. I swear we're gonna get through all these stories, Defunct. We're gonna get through them all. We're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up one Friday. We're just gonna rapid fire them all. I might need to have you on here to guide us to keep us
Yeah,
going.
I think we're not getting through Friday.
We
Stop
go
it.
down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
They're
Friday it ain't happening. It better be on a Monday or Wednesday. It ain't happening Friday. So yeah, Default, we need you to come on here
rapid
and
fire some of these
facilitate, right, to help us get through all the stories.
clean out this deck a little bit. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.